Hey people, Inquisitor 3v3, Angel Gates, blue team, couple of Inquisitors. First up is WorldEdit. We also have Venom. These ladies are offensive commanders, very awesome control abilities, can also support a little bit. Begin in melee combat but can get ranged weapons. Venom using the Steel Legion elite scheme, and alongside them another Imperial Guard player, it's Corteaz. Plays a Lord General, fights ranged combat, begins with a retinue to help him out, awesome defense and support capabilities. And he is also using the Steel Legion elite scheme. Red team, we have a bunch of question marks, playing a Warboss, I think now known as Dank memes, so we'll go with that. Melee commander that walks through objects on very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines, and really freaking angry. Alongside, Khar Lupercal is a plague champion and starts off range combat with a damage over time bolter, can get melee weapons, some decent utility and support, can build turrets and repair, but is very slow. And rounded off the red team, it's Triumph as a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive commander, lots of great manipulation and control abilities, and some killy offense too. This is the Thousand Suns elite scheme as he hightails it the hell out of there away from the Inquisitor. So triple Imperial Guard on Angel Gate. Are we just going to see 6 Manticores in base here just bombarding everything, especially with the Inquisitor's control abilities? I mean, it's going to be pretty damn risky for the Chaos players to get Terminators, I think. On a small map, the Inquisitor can do some very, very nasty things to Terminators if she roots them and then uses Manticores, since they can't retreat out of those roots. And that's going to be a shame for the Chaos players, because Chaos, well, Terminators in general, are pretty damn good on this map. Since it's so small, you can get back to base pretty easily with your teleport. We'll see how they do. 500, 467 early on with a 2-1 for the red team. Inquisitor caught in retreat by sluggers. We also might see guardsmen go down, and they do go down. Bad start up top for WorldEdit. Orks doing what they do best and chopping up some humies. He's going to take that northeast VP and he's going to go after gens, I think. These sluggers are glowing red there because they were using burn that house to burn the stuff in the garrison there. Sentinel for WorldEdit coming back across to his side of the map. All 3 Imperial Guard players with a Sentinel. Corteaz, or is it Corteaz? I'm not sure. Corteaz, surely. Guardsmen out of cover here. Massive, massive brick wall for them to use for cover, but they want to stand outside of it. There we go. Some Nurgle worship. But Lupercal is pushed back quite a lot. There's a multi-laser turret also. Havoc's forcing off Guardsman, another multi-laser turret bottom. Doing a fair amount of damage, as you can see there, to that Sorcerer. Maybe he should just push upwards and flank into the side of this Lord General's little blob. He's gone for the grenade launchers, which, as you can see, is doing some decent damage there to those heavy infantry CSM. Raptors going to jump in. Yes, they are. Suppressing enemies that they land beside or on, and chopping the crap out of some guards. And there's the stomp. Sentinel getting it just in time to use it on those raptors there. They are getting shot to pieces. A nice blight grenade, could be nasty, could finish off those guards if it doesn't see it in time. Wow, good map for the blight grenade. Tight, very narrow passageways that you can use it on, especially if you combine it with his, what's it called now, Fetid Armor's Unholy Stench. You can suppress and then throw the grenade. You're basically forcing them to retreat or take the grenade there, since they aren't fast enough to just dodge it. Sentinel's decapping. He still hasn't forced off everything though. Look at the range on those grenade launchers as well. 2-1 cap for the blue team. The Orky player going back top. He's got looters up with their death gun to try and control or keep this Sentinel back. Doesn't want it wading into the Ork lines and stomping stuff. The looters will make it much more difficult for the Sentinel to do that. I mean, look how narrow some of these parts are here. 3 garrisons that close together. Another one right there, all around the power, can lead to some really nasty flanks up through this central road as you're trying to bash this power. Need to be very careful with that. 462, 404. Catachans on the field for WorldEdit and Venom. Venom also getting some artillery spotters. Corteaz being a bit lighter so far. Does have the ground pound, also has that grenade launchers for his Lord General, and is keeping up the pressure on this natural VP. Not often you see this on Angel Gate, so much pressure so early on a natural victory point. There is that awesome Holy Pyre doing damage over time and debuffing enemy units, reducing their damage by a pretty hefty 20%, and it lasts 20 seconds. It really is awesome area denial. Also get a power weapon for your money. So they need to back the hell away from the Holy Pyre or fight in it with a disadvantage while taking damage. 458, 386. Sluggers moving in on the Sentinel, just waiting for them to move in so he can stomp their faces off. Good thing they had burners there. They had lost a lot of health. The Looter's stunned by the Hammer of the Witches of the Inquisitor. Actually taking a lot of damage here though. Wow, got right up close to that death gun and was almost taken out. Now it's the Catechins feeling the brunt of it, but there is their smoke grenade giving them, I think it's 50% damage resistance to range and suppression immunity. Really awesome support piece of kit in tier 1. 435, 386. Guardsmen able to back away from the looters who have infiltrated here. And there we go. Start shooting the crap out of Guardsmen again. This wreck point is uncapped, incidentally. Sentinel needs repairs, but he's keeping the pressure up here. The Lord General just been standing here the entire game, shooting stuff with his grenade launcher, and Lupercal is struggling to deal with it. He's jumping his raptors in and just getting stomped, I think. Now Havoc's on the way for Lupercal, and Corteaz is already getting a Chimera on the way. Wow, before Lupercal even starts to go tier 2. Looter's backing away now. Going to try and cap the wreck point, I think. Here come the rest of the Orks moving up with their Warboss. Plague Champion now with his Plague Sword. A power weapon that ignores melee resistance. Makes it very powerful early on. Unfortunately for the Plague Champion, it means, because of the way it's implemented, that the Plague Sword doesn't get more powerful as he levels up. It stays at the same damage. Still pretty damn good though. Raptors in amongst some guardsmen now, tearing them to shreds. Already took out one of the squads. He might take out 2. Corteaz not paying attention at all here. Lost way too much. Way more than he should have. Here is a Chimera now. Might be able to drop a Raptor model, and does now. Raptors going into base. Big mistake, but they do get away. The Plague Champion did go down trying to throw his Black Grenade, as you saw. And his Orks pushing power. Sluggers have their Knob Leader. And we see War going off from the Orks, a buff that most of the Ork infantry has. They use it to gain speed and damage basically, and the more units that use it at once, the greater the buff is. It stacks up. 368, 386. Took down 1 gen, but there's that very annoying Holy Pyre. And here come double guardsmen to back up the Inquisitor. Is she going to get Excruciators? She's getting the mandate. I definitely get Excruciators to suck those sluggers, because with that Knob Leader they are really scary. Doesn't have the crossbow bolt pistol to do it. Excruciators are just freaking awesome. Missile launcher on the Sentinel, getting shots in on those Havocs with frag missiles. The Lord General tanking the damage from the Havocs at the moment. They might drop a model next volley. Chimera trying to get closer, is it? I'm not sure what he's doing. Backing away now. Here comes the Chaos Sorcerer. Raptors might jump in here. There's a jump. The Skyrim Champion is not on the way. I thought they were trying to get on rear armor of the Chimera, but they don't have the Power Fist and Melt Pistol yet. There's Slaughter on the CSM, using it to force melee combat and get stomped for their trouble. Really nice stomp, getting both squads. He's really struggling to deal with this Lord General here. He really is struggling. Lord General might go down. No, reinforces his retinue. Now it's the Slaughter CSM using their melee switch on the Sentinel itself. Down goes the Lord General, but there's a Manticore strike in the faces of the Chaos stuff, and these CSM are lucky not to lose a model there. 320, 386. 1 Manticore up then from Venom. There's a Dark Flames. They need to get inside the Chimera. Or they're just going to tank it. Looks like they're just happy to tank it here. Those guards are reinforcing 2 at a time because they have that Sergeant Plague Marines on the field for Triumph. Decent choice in general, especially against Imperial Guard. Just hope they don't respond to your Plague Marines by getting double Stormtroopers at assault kits or something and shoot them down from range. Slug is in retreat. We see a Chimera top from WorldEdit and he gets some Stormtroopers. And look at this, a beamy death gun on the looters. Massive, massive AV damage. Look at that, good grief. Needs some repairs already. Really badly needs repairs. 310, 386, Orks holding top. But look at the pressure on this VP. Can't remember seeing this on Angel Gate. He's just been there the entire game. Corteaz keeping the pressure up. 301, 386. Spotters there from Venom helping out too. Stick bombs being thrown in. And he's gone. Tier 3 has Dank memes. CSM with Eternal War for Triumph. Oh, and Marco Zinch might be able to shoot down the Sentinels that are still stomping around with that. Especially with Plague Marines snaring them. And look at this. Orks forced off the top. We might see these guys push through and bash power. Improvised explosive going up. We need to cap this VP though. What are these guys up to? Not actually sure. Here's the Lord General to revive the Inquisitor. That's going to level him up. Is it? Well, he's in level 3 now. Boom. Nice throw from the stick bombers. Actually pretty decent in melee combat, these guys. Good damage and melee skill that only is 4 models, so it's usually quite risky for them to get in there. Stormtroopers take down the node. And now leave that improvised explosive to perhaps do a whole lot of damage here. This could be really nasty. Doesn't have shooter knobs to detect stuff. I want to see if this goes off here. Boom! Now let's see the action at the bottom. Chimera giving line of sight for a really good Manticore. Chimera does go down. CSM need to retreat out of there. Did he lose them? I think he did lose them, and he shouldn't have lost them. They were lucky enough to get up after the Manticore strike. He should have got them out there immediately. Not quite paying attention to that there. We have a fully upgraded Sorcerer in terms of war gear, Rod of Warpfire, Demon Armor, and the Sigil of the Rift. Tier 3 is Dank Memes. Already has flash kits on the field with those snaz guns. 40 odd DPS piercing from each of those guns. Looters get a shot. Yes, they do. Ouch, that was on rear armor as well. But they're all alone and getting outshot by las guns. Might see power pushed again. At least one generator go down, maybe. 266, 357. Demon Rust getting shots on Plague Marines, but now they are protected by the Demon Armor just as a Hell Fury strikes comes in. And there's, ouch, a painful Noxious Cloud wipes out the Stormtroopers. Nicely done, very nicely done. That was a Dark Flames as well, I think, on top of that stuff. Nasty combo, nasty global combo. Chaos don't have that many opportunities to support their Chaos allies. They don't get affected by worship and stuff. Don't have many direct buffs to use, but that little global combo was pretty damn nice. Plague Champion, of course, does have his Nurgle Shrine, which is one of the few things that will support allies. 266, 328, and there's a Nurgle Shrine here. Wow, he felt the need to put one on his VP. That's how much pressure that VP was under. So some heavy losses for Corteaz. I think he was the one who lost the Stormtroopers, or was it Venom? Might have been Venom. Either way, Corteaz looking very thin, losing that Chimera earlier on as that Manticore strike went off. Surprised we didn't see more Manticores, to be honest. 266, 316. Stormtroopers infiltrated, backing away. Orks are going to cap, are they? Keeping the snaz guns for now. I think that's a decent choice versus all this line infantry. Stick bombs. Wow, that would have been really nasty if those Stormtroopers didn't start moving immediately. There was a good spot there. Spotted the stick bombers winding up their throw, I think. Look at the firepower from those Stormtroopers. Needs to be a bit more aggressive here and shoot down those Stormtroopers. That stun bomb's moving in. And now the flash kits maybe can cap. They're going to try to up. Is the Warboss revived by the level 6 now? Chaos Sorcerer. It's all kicking off bottom. Light grenade. Nicely done again. Infecting the fully upgraded guardsmen with their Commissar and Sergeant and plasma guns. Was that Aura of Decay? It was from the Armor of Pestilence. That knockback is pretty cool from the Aura of Decay. 263, 316. Havocs with an autocannon, looks like. Yes, Mark of Pawn. Red team holding on to this 2-1. 258, 316. Lehman Russ of WorldEdit is top. Lupercal and Triumph both in tier 3 with a lot of resources. Are we going to see double great unclean ones here? We have some Marco Zinc CSM up to level 3 with Aspiring Champion and Eternal War. With huge amounts of range damage. Guardsmen need to be very careful. Run right into a stun bomb, but the Beamy Death Gun isn't going to do a lot to them. It's going to struggle to hit them, but here comes Sluggers and Shooters. They in turn are being flanked though by a bunch of Guardsmen. Got a lot of plasma guns going on to shoot up the heavy infantry, and also will be very useful versus knobs should they appear. Oh, we do have some Chaos Terminators. Are we going to see some very nasty plays from the Inquisitor on those Terminators? Don't see anything so far that will be a massive threat. No sign of Excruciators, no sign of the crossbow bolt pistol. Wow. They just got absolutely burned out of that garrison, didn't they? 216, 316. Lehman Russ getting shots on the Raptors, or also under effect of the Holy Pyre. Trying to fight this Inquisitor is a bit of a waste of time. She has her mandate up and a power weapon. Just get out of there. And he does in the end. Blue team, wow, some really brave guardsmen capping the VP. 216, 312. Lehman Russ allowing the blue team to push a little bit, but now the Terminators have their absolutely awesome autocannon. Very good damage to all targets, small area of effect. And two models, of course, still have those twinning bolters. Sentinel moving up. Frag missiles getting shots on the CSM, but then it just gets absolutely torn to shreds. Blue team kind of falling apart here. Corteaz, I think, saving for a Baneblade. That seems to be clear. Venom might also go for one. Only one Manticore. Should they have got more up? Or should Corteaz have gone elsewhere early on instead of trying to decap the VP? Because I don't think he actually decapped it. Not very often in a way. These Terminators are in trouble. Able to get away without a model. That's pretty damn lucky there. Lehman Rush with the Executioner, which is a very, very bad news for Terminators, assuming it can get close enough to fire it. Why is the turret moving that way? Oh, it's tracking the Plague Champion, which goes down. Nob Squad on the way now for Dank Memes. Has a full roster here. And the Boss Pole to buff those knobs even more. Might get the Bang Bang Hammer as well, that'd be nasty. But I assume he's going to get a Power Core, especially once he sees this Baneblade hit the field. Kashyyykin on the way for Venom. Triumph happy to just float like crazy right now. What is he up to? Could get a Great Unclean One, could get anything he wants. Plague Marines getting knocked around. Triumph doesn't have the red to get Terminators. He used those Dark Flames a few times, didn't he? And I think they're like 125 red or something to use that. Plague Marines need to run away. There's Purgatus. Ouch, they got shot up pretty bad. 160, 307. Red team looking pretty good here, but Triumph wants to get something on the field, I think. Uh-oh, rocket run. Does it wipe out the shooters? It does. The Executioner is nasty. Down goes a Inquisitor, going to be revived by Corteaz. Might get him to 7. Not quite. Has stabilizers though. A heavy turret up here maybe from the Lord General. Here's the Nob Squad. No upgrade to them yet. Getting their bang bang hammers first, really. Well, huge hammers I should say, sorry. Bang bang hammers is the Warboss thing. We generally don't want to get the hammers first. It's a luxury purchase, I think, the hammers. You want to get meter and greener first, then the knob leader, and then hammers. But he's doing it in reverse order. Down goes a Plague Champion yet again. He's level 3, trying to throw his grenades in base, and here is a Baneblade from Corteaz, and he's not that far away from getting a Leman Russ up as well in behind it. 2 Leman Russes topped by a WorldEdit Venom with some Kashyyyk and a Phobos on the way for Triumph. That's what he goes for. Still got a lot of resources. Could actually get a Great Cleon and a Phobos if the game let you, but you're not actually allowed to get both of those soup units at the same time. 132, 295. I imagine he just wants to get a bunch of red here so he can get Terminators maybe. Some more Plague Marines wouldn't go amiss, especially once he sees the Baneblade, or maybe just some Havocs with a Las Cannon. Catachin Devils able to force off the Plague Marines just about. Sorcerer levels to 8. Done really well. Sluggers getting shot to pieces. Here comes the Warboss now, level 3. Very nearly level 4. Just needs to smack a guardsman's head off and he'll get level 4. Does he have the... Yes, I think he does have the pop to get a Painboy up. Maybe to support the Sluggers and the Knobs. Painboy would be pretty cool. 132, 267. Autocannon Havoc still sitting around on that VP. I think it's time to move them. Lupercal, Corteaz, wow. Baneblade taking so much damage from those Terminators, I think, getting in there. Lost both of his guardsmen as well. Big losses for Corteaz. Plague Champion trying to smack it down with his Plague Sword, but it's not going to do a lot. I hear something. It's just a Manticore. Phobos hanging around at the natural. I think it's time. Do they realise how much Corteaz has lost? He needs to push through and go after the Baneblade. These walls you cannot crush with anything, which is why the Phobos having a bit of trouble getting through there. 132, 237. Send that Phobos into base. Hunt down those Manticores, I think. Look how much damage the Plague Champion. Oh, he's got his Plague Fist now and goes down. Almost took down the Baneblade with his Plague Fist. That was ridiculous. Plague Champion has gone down yet again. That's like 5 times I think he's gone down. Very eager to please Noble with death. His own mainly. Hadean and Kashyyyk squad with plasma guns. Run into all sorts of trouble. What are they doing? Oh, they were trying to throw their crack grenade, I assume. 132, 216, Manticore on the Phobos. Judgment also up, and a Leman Russ getting shot. Demon armor is on it, but it's taken so much damage here. A massive target with just 2,000 hit points is not very quick either. Can it chase down this Leman Russ? Time for the Raptors to get their melter guns, I think. Yes, and he gets them. Meanwhile, top is very blue. Ork, they're struggling to push against this. It's got buildable cover. An Executioner turret, Chimera, bunker, double Leman Russes. WorldEdit has a lot of stuff up there. Corteaz trying to repair his Baneblade, get it back into the fight here. Phobos took a lot of damage. 132, 190. Blue team holding on to the 2-1. The Manticores could be absolutely vital now to stop Caps. There's the Dark Flames. I don't think they realised how thin Corteaz was there. They could have pushed forward into bases and done some real damage maybe. Hard to say though. Level 4 Warboss, almost level 5 in retreat. Terminators very low on health for Lupercal. Kashyyyk now on the way for Corteaz. There's a Blight Grenade thrown trying to get those guardsmen away from the Baneblade, but they're able to dodge it and come back in to repair. Beamy Death Gun looters. Spotted by the tanks since they're so close. We have a Las Cannon Havoc for Triumph also. He's got some Heretics up to support his Phobos. And tons of resources. Only has 12 population to spend though. 132, 153. Rocket run on some Orks. Ouch. Not really well placed though. The first run was the one that hit anything. Demolisher cannon. Luckily for the sluggers, they were on retreat there. Massive engagement on this central road. Phobos edging forward with double heretic repair support. Trying to hunt down the Leman Russ. That's a Manticore strike. Boom! Almost one-shot those Havocs. Wow. There's some demon armor. Nice play from Triumph supporting his Phobos. Manticore strike on it though. He's trying to get into base and do some damage here. Whoa. Another rocket run, this time on the chaos stuff. Painful stuff. Painful rocket run. Did that wipe all of those heretics? I think it did. Phobos is going to go down. Surely the Leman Russ. Oh no, warps it out. Nicely done. Really nicely done by Triumph. Warps the Phobos out. What's one of the global abilities of the Chaos Sorcerer? Allows you to get units out of trouble. And it lives. Somehow it lives. Chaos Terminator is able to finish the cap for the 2-1. 131, 118. A Purgator stopping the Warboss in his tracks. Flash gets now level 3 with those snaz guns. Steals the Baneblade. Almost repaired to full, and double Leman Russ is coming bottom. Both level 2. They need a lot of AV. They need a hell of a lot of AV here. Khar Lupercal needs to get some. He needs to get a Havoc with las cannon. I mean, or does he? Because this Manticore strikes raining in. I would still get one. It's not like it's a long retreat back, and even if you only get a couple of shots in before you're forced off, they're still pretty useful. 111, 118. Could get some Plague Marines as well, of course. Or Melter Raptors, which might be awesome. He lost those that he had. Chaos Terminator is reinforcing off the shrine. But are they going to get beyond this tank line that we have sitting here? With the Manticore artillery coming in, it's going to be very difficult. 111, 112. So close on VPs, but blue team in the ascendancy. Hellfury raining in. Executioner Leman Russ can't quite get close enough. There's an Abyss demolishing some guards when they're lucky to get away at all, and it takes out a Leman Russ. A really good nuke then. That's a pretty damn good nuke. I always say it's worth spending 500 red to kill a tank, and I stand by it. Even if you only get a single tank, I think it's worth it usually. Havoc's level 3 with their autocannon. Down goes Venom's Inquisitor. She's level 6 and down. The Lord General is level 10 and down. Inquisitor for WorldEdit, only level 2 compared to the others. Been so much action in the middle there. Really nice play from Triumph supporting his Phobos. It really shouldn't be alive still with those Manticore strikes raining down on it, going into base, but he supported it with the demon armor and that warp to get it out. Chimera is activating the mobile base. There it is. A beacon goes up. 112, 70 or 111 I should say. 2-1 cap for blue team, but red team are pushing their natural. Lob squad suppressed, going after the Inquisitor now. This Markov Zinc CSM taking on capping duties. Manticore on their face. This will wipe them if it hits them. Yes, down they go. And these Terminators might get chased down and owned as well. Down goes a Chimera, the Plague Champion, almost level 8 with the Plague Fist now. Not going to chase. Oh, doesn't chase the Terminators down. They get away. Nob Squad moving in to support. 111, 59. Blue team taking a natural back, but can they keep it against this Ork onslaught? Leman Russ getting smacked on rear armor by those huge jammers. Is going to go down. Yes, definitely. Can't path beyond the Baneblade. Knobs doing their job and are now going after the Baneblade in earnest. Flash gets able to decap. Manticore then forces them off. Some Kassakin with the Kassakin Sergeant and Melter guns. Getting chopped up now by the stick bombers. You see all of those special attacks they're doing. The Baneblade is still around. Nob Squad still wailing on it in the background there. There's a Orks that's going to finish off the Baneblade, surely. Yes, it does. Nicely done by Dank Memes. He chased it down and finished it off. triple manticores now for WorldEdit. I think blue team are done for though, maybe, because red team have some really powerful armies. They have 5 manticores, so I wasn't far off predicting that we might see 6. It just came out a lot later than I thought. A bit too late, I think. But we'll see. They might be able to stop enough caps to just hold on here. They stopped that one for now. Warboss will get back up and continue to decap though. Sluggers chasing. They're trying to take down these guards. And there's another Manticore strike again, trying to stop the cap. Single for red team since they've taken blue team's natural, or decapped it rather. Plague Marines knocked off it, but they can go straight back to capping if they wish. And they will. Might see a triple here for red. Might see that triple. Leman Russ now for Corteaz. They've lost all of their Leman Russes, and Lupercal going for a Predator tank. Look at the float for Dank memes. So much power. Almost 600. 89-40. The Phobos sitting pretty. It's done so well. We also have some autocannon kills Terminators for Triumph now. My prediction of Inquisitors making their life hell didn't happen at all. They didn't get the crossbow bolt pistol or the excruciators to lock them down and manticore their faces. So I'd call that a misplay. When you can counter something so strongly, you should do it. 55-40. Bunch of guardsmen taken out by stick bombs. Nicely done. They've done well, haven't they? Level 4. Good grief. And Manticore strike. Wow, a lot of damage on those flash kits. Almost wiped them out. But here's the Nob Squad to try and cap now. I think he should cap with something else and send the Nob Squad forward. He of course doesn't know that the Manticores are right there. He can't see what we can see. Nice rocket run. They did pop Frenzy for the second run though. 35-40. A double cap for the red team. They have both of the naturals here. A bunch of guardsmen dying, was that? 21-40. Looks like the red team have this. Lascannon trying to get shots in. It's a Nob Squad going to finish this cap and get the triple. And blue team, the Imperial Guard blue team, have failed to hold the line on Angel Gate. Got their Manticores too late, and the Inquisitors didn't do their duty and take care of those Terminators, in my opinion. With 3 Terminator squads at the end of the game. Awesome play though from Triumph, I think, with that Phobos. Corteaz started off really strongly pushing that VP, but I mean, was it worth it? Did he actually decap it and cap it enough? Or was he just sitting there killing? I mean, he was killing stuff pretty nicely, but maybe it would have been better for him to push this power and stuff. Warboss was so strong at the top, even kept his sluggers alive to the end at level 4. Let's look at the commanders end of the game where we can't see this Inquisitor level 3 and down. Looks like she had Holy Brazier and I think Purgatus and the Mandate. Level 10 Lord General, good grief. And grenade launchers. How did he get level 10? Did Lupercal really lose that much stuff? Level 7 Inquisitor for Venom, Rosarius, Purgatus, and Inferno Pistol. Did I'm not sure what WorldEdit has. Maybe he had Interrogators or something. Warboss level 6 with just a boss pole. Not very often you see the Warboss end game without a weapon upgrade. Did really well though. Level 9 Plague Champion, Plague Fist, Armor of Pestilence, Black Grenades. Also had the Plague Sword and a level 10 Chaos Sorcerer. Rod of Warpfire, Demon Armor, and Sigil of the Rift. There you have it guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you next time.